with dyslexia or aphasia, teachers, especially those in specialized schools for treating language disability, and pediatric clinics will also benefit from it. We recommend training 15 minutes per day with full concentration throughout. Algorithm will be a subscription-based model, however, a free trial will be provided with 2 easy-level rhythms. The monthly subscription will unlock increasingly difficult levels and provide a personalized working plan. We also plan to target the United States, where many intervention programs for children with dyslexia or aphasia are already in place. As for future expansion, most importantly, we will employ an AI-based rhythms generator for more unique patterns, and we hope to collaborate with machine learning experts as well as clinicians with experience in treating language disabilities. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us.
Okay, and I think that Andrea is here with us virtually.
Hello, hi.
Hi, I can hear you, but not see you yet. Yeah, hi, hey there. How are you? How was your weekend?
Well, thank you so much, and thank you to everybody who's upvoted our video.
Yeah, okay, you will have 4 minutes to do your presentation. You can share your screen if you want. And we will play gong sound 30 seconds before your time is over. So please be aware of that, and good luck with your presentation.
All right, so I'll just summarize real quick what this app is about. Just as you've seen in the video, it has 3 stages. One that creates the rhythm that you're supposed to tap into the phone. And the second stage is actually tapping this rhythm into the phone. And the third stage is evaluating how accurate this tapping was in comparison to the initial rhythm. And the reason we're actually making this app and targeting specifically people with dyslexia and aphasia is because it affects such a large number of people in the world. And a lot of people don't even realize that people around them could have certain dyslexic traits, and they don't understand that for these people it's really quite difficult to interact with community and to get on with daily life. So this is a very important thing in our opinion. And as for our business model, the reason we're targeting the US is because a lot of companies have already set up special intervention for people with dyslexia in the US. And we think that launching this app in a place that has already cultivated this correct mindset as to looking at people with dyslexia as somebody equal to normal people and sort of helping them come back to the community and interact with people just the way others do. And so this app would really, I think, grow and proliferate in a place like this. And next is we're interested in working with people who would help this app grow. So this would include not only those who could help develop the AI mechanism, for example, using general adversarial networks or transformers in order to make more unique rhythms for this app, but also clinicians who will understand the biological and the medicinal point of view for this, so how we can actually make sure that we're helping people with dyslexia. And I'd just like to show the demonstration again of how this app works. So a rhythm is made by the AI mechanism, and then you try and repeat it by pressing this central button, and then your evaluated score comes up on the very top. And this evaluated score, how does it work? Basically, the AI mechanism looks at the pauses between each of your taps and compares it to the pauses that the AI mechanism initially generated. And if these pauses match within a certain error margin, you can go on to the next level. And this way you kind of progress through levels with increasing difficulty. And the reason we made it this way is because it's quite interactive. You can go from one level to the next one, and it's kind of rewarding, especially for children who like sort of progressing and seeing that they're becoming better and better. But at the same time, if they're not able to do the specific rhythm, they get an easier rhythm so that they're not discouraged, but rather so that they can sort of go a step back and then take 2 steps forward again. And I think we're ready for questions at this stage. So thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. I am checking the hop-in. Yes, I'm checking the hop-in, and I couldn't see any questions yet, but I don't know if here is anyone who wants to take a question to Andrea. Okay, there's someone. Yes, come here. He is another competitor, actually.
Hello, what I would like to ask you is, you mentioned your algorithm uses AI, but I think like this amount of time between the taps, why don't you just use a regular algorithm? Why an AI is so much better? I don't get this.
Okay, thanks for the question. So at the moment, we're not using AI for measuring this time difference, but we're planning to implement AI in order to generate new rhythms for our users so that not only it's more interactive, so that it's more, well, interesting in general. The AI is not as much needed for this sort of timing between the taps. This is, as you said, it's quite simple to achieve without artificial intelligence. So it would be used for other purposes.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for the question.
Thank you. Thank you for the question and the answer. Is there anyone who want to? Okay, come.
Like my question is like this dyslexia is a bit. It's not confined by just tapping. Like how accurate is this? Like by just how can we know this? Like by just by tapping, we can't know the intensity of the problem. Like it's like dyslexia is not like it's the disease which shows our like intensity of the tapping of our finger.
Yes, thanks for your question. I understand. So we're not trying to evaluate specifically the level of dyslexia in the person, but rather to help the person alleviate sort of certain symptoms of dyslexia. Because recent studies have shown that musical therapy is actually really, really useful in helping people with dyslexia and aphasia, specifically because it teaches them to use different brain circuits, not the ones that you normally need for speaking or reading, but rather those that you need for music. And certain trials have shown that actually rhythmical training in particular, aside from learning a new instrument, is very, very useful, which is why we're trying to implement this sort of easy, efficient, and quick rhythmical training so that everybody around the world can access it. But at the moment, we're sort of going for the US, where there is a lot of sort of dyslexic and aphasic interventions already established.
Yep. Thank you. I got the point.
Thank you. A very well prepared team, I think, with good answers. So, but let's move on to the next one. So thank you, Andrea, for being here, and we will see you.
Thank you so much.
1 hour back for the announcements. Okay, so the next team will be the winner of the Formlabs topic, I mean the health innovation topic, which is not other than the continuous blood pressure monitor, and they are also an online team. So we will play their YouTube video and then they will do their pitch.
This is a short presentation of our project for the Hack&Heal Hackathon Innovation Challenge. Nowadays, patient monitoring methods use mostly cuff-based devices to keep track of the blood pressure of the patients. However, these devices may cause inconvenience to their users and are not measured continuously. Therefore, we created a blood pressure monitoring system that derives the blood pressure from the signals of an ECG and a pulse oximeter. Moreover, these values can provide additional information about the user, for instance, if they have heart problems. The basis of the measurement is the pulse transmit time, which represents the time the blood needs to get from the heart to the periphery. However, these relations are different for each individual. We use the 4-layer recurrent neural network that has 7 input parameters which are calculated from the signals. And the output is the blood pressure. The picture shows our prototype. It consists of an STM developer board, an ECG analog frontend, and a pulse oximeter module. With the graphical user interface, the user can easily connect to the appropriate port. The received PPG and ECG signals are displayed in the graphs, while the displays show the heart rate, PTT, and blood pressure values. Finally, these graphs show the relation of the predicted values of blood pressures with the measured values. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, and let's see if the team is here with us.
Yes, hello. Hi, everyone.
Hey there, welcome to the live pitches part of the hackathon. You will have 4 minutes to do your presentation. You will share your screen, I think. Yes?
Yes.
And you will hear a gong sound 30 seconds before your time is over. So good luck for your presentation, and let's see what have you come up with.
Okay. I would like to present our project for Hack&Heal Hackathon Innovation Challenge. Blood pressure is a critical physiological parameter. Nowadays, the most commonly used blood pressure measurement methods are cuff-based methods, but this can be unpleasant and sorry, we have some sharing problems. Okay, uh, blood pressure measurement methods are most commonly cuff-based methods, but this can be unpleasant for patient and hard to continuously monitor. So our project target is to create a cuffless blood pressure monitor. The PPT, pulse transit time, represents the basis of the cuffless blood pressure monitoring. The PTT is the time gap between the ECG wave peak and the PPG systolic peak. Lower pressure results higher PTT. But the relation between PTT and blood pressure is not obvious. Therefore, we created a neural network model to predict blood pressure data. Our network was a 4-layer recurrent neural network. We calculated 7 input parameters from the PPG and ECG signals. For example, pulse transit time as mentioned and heart rate. And our outputs are systolic and diastolic blood pressure. The picture shows our prototype. The microcontroller handles and reads sensors data. It communicates with the ECG analog front end through SPI and with the pulse oximeter through I2C. It sends the processed data through a serial port to a computer. So we collected some neural network input data with reference blood pressure from a cuff-based method. There is how our dataset is created, and after a training, we could predict with this model the blood pressure. So we created a graphical user interface which can display ECG and PPG signals and continuously shows and displays blood pressure. These are our results. The differences between reference and predicted pressure data. However, if only we have a small data set, but the 95% of accuracy was reached. So it will work pretty well. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for the presentation. I don't know if anyone has any question to this team and their project. I'm gonna check the Hopin if we have some question there. Okay, so there are actually a question. So there are many similar solutions on the market. What is the main differentiators from other existing applications?
I would say maybe the use of the ECG. Mostly of these methods are based on only PPG signal and calculates the blood pressure via through a regular model, not a trained complex AI neural network.
Okay, thanks. Andra, is it an answer to your question? Because you are watching us on Hopin, I think. Okay, I think that if she still have some questions, she will reach out to you. But thanks for the presentation, and let's move on to the next team. So the third team will be the team who won the Jensen and the healthcare topic as according to the community. And it's not other than the MySeni team who are also online. So firstly, we will play their video and then they will come to the stage virtually and do their presentation.
As of mid-2021, there were 84 million forcibly displaced people worldwide. The current crisis in Ukraine has added more than 3.2 million people to the refugee status, out of which a Ukrainian child has become a refugee almost every single second since the start of the war. More than 75,000 children have become refugees every day. The negative impact of forced migration is major on children and adolescents' mental health, putting them at a greater risk of depression, anxiety, PTSD, and many more health problems. If we want a healthy integration of these children and families, then we need to focus on an easy way to identify their mental health problems early on for early interventions. That's why we introduced MySeni. Here, we transform lengthy, boring, complex, and inaccessible early mental health screenings into an engaging and interactive experience of gamification. The visual aid helps you understand the question better, and the swiping and dragging mechanisms make the whole experience more intuitive. Once all the cards are played, the results are presented in an easy language with in-depth understanding to learn why you feel what you feel. This refined user experience brings meaningful interaction with personalized user language, age, and other demographics. MySeni will help refugee families and children to openly talk about their feelings and thoughts, which will help them to connect easily with new healthcare systems and to build positive relationships with the community. Our tool will encourage them to focus on the present moment with mindfulness, which will bring holistic integration and development in the new environment. So please join us in our mission of early identification and accessible mental health care for everyone.
Are the team here with us already?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see us?
Not yet. I can see myself like
Okay.
1,000. Okay, hi.
Hi, everyone.
You're Hernando, right?
Alberto, my name is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I am from Spain, but currently living in Germany.
And And your teammates are in also Germany?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask you before start if my colleague could also join, because we wanted to do the pitch together, even if this is possible.
Yes, yes, we can. Just we want to ask for like a minute.
Hi.
Perfect. Hi there. Okay, are you ready for your presentation?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so you will have 4 minutes. You can share your screen and you will hear a gong sound 30 seconds before your time is over. So good luck.
Thank you, and thank you to the community for choosing us. We are Myceni. Our mission is early identification of mental health and accessible mental health care for everyone. We offer multilingual psychological testing in an easy, engaging, and accessible way to learn how you feel, with additional follow-up resources to support your well-being. As of mid-2021, there were 84 million forcibly displaced people worldwide, out of which 26.6 million are refugees, out of which 50% are children and adolescents. The current crisis in Ukraine has added more than 3.8 million more people to the refugee status as of today. A Ukrainian child has become a refugee almost every single second since the start of the war. More than 75,000 children have become refugees every day. The negative impact of the forced displacement is major on children and adolescents' mental health, putting them at a greater risk of depression, anxiety, PTSD, and many more health problems. If we want a healthy integration of these children and families, then we do need to focus on an easy way to identify their mental health problems early for an early intervention.
The problem that we are addressing is the lack of early recognition of mental health conditions. This is caused for multiple factors that you can find both in the society and in the healthcare system. In the society, right now, we suffer a huge lack of knowledge about what mental health diseases are and how to identify them. And at the same time, there is a stigma associated to them that it makes difficult to openly talk about them. In addition, and on top of that, and this is something that especially the refugees suffer a lot, there are a lot of different demographic barriers, like moving to a foreign country with a different language, a new healthcare system to be integrated. Also, we can find many problems in the healthcare system, like the long waiting times for the first screening, the no accessible interpretation of early screening results, and the lack of effective connection of the patients with the right treatment. As a result, studies have shown that there is a delay of 11 years between the appearance of the first symptoms related to mental health conditions and their intervention. What we want to propose is to develop a digital platform that is easy, accessible, and interactive, and customized to demographical needs of the patients in order to perform early psychological screenings and allow connections with different follow-ups for the most efficient treatment. Sorry, here. To do so, what we are doing is taking the traditional self-assessment psychological test. These tests are clinically validated, but right now they are only performed in a clinical environment that consists of very technical and complex questions. This makes the test for the patient inaccessible, complex, and opaque. Our solution is an interactive experience that is customized, so adapted to user needs, accessible, and transparent. I will show you a bit the demo. So basically what we are doing is taking these very technical and complicated to understand questions and turning them into cards. The cards combine the clinically validated questions with graphical aids that help the patient to better resonate with the question and provide more accurate results. In order to answer the question, we have a simple swipe mechanic game that makes the experience pleasant and engaging. And actually it's also like very easy to translate to any sort of interface like computer, touch screen, controller, remotes, and so on. Once the patient completes the test, they can get automated screening score results clarified in an easy to understand language and with additional literature and information in order to educate and formate the patients. We also provide follow-up resources to find the best help in order to improve your well-being. For the current hackathon, we propose the Find Help that it provides demographical-based recommendations to navigate through your healthcare, through the healthcare system of your country in your native language, with doctor recommendation, and even providing the option to be able to print your screening results and provide them to the general practitioner, allowing them to better understand the case in their language and come up with a more effective and efficient treatment. This is also something very good because it gives the patients the control on their own data, allowing us to comply with the data privacy, medically device and medically regulatory certification rules.
Okay, your time is over, unfortunately, but thanks for the detailed presentation. I cannot see any questions on Hopin, but let's see if the audience here has got one. No. Okay. Then thanks for your presentation. I think that if anyone, any question come to your mind, just reach out to the team on Slack, or you can find their project on Junction Apps, so feel free to contact them and ask anything about their project. And let's move on to the next team, who will be offline and will do their pitch here on the stage. The team won the EPAM topic, which was the body and mind topic. They will get €1,500, but let's see if they will take home the 3D printer after their pitches. So let's welcome to the stage the Kyiv support team. And first of all, we will play your YouTube video, and then you can come to the stage, actually. So I would like to ask the stream team to play the video and then just listen to their presentation real life. Okay, and welcome to the stage. What is your name?
Amir.
Amir. Hi, Amir. Please come. How many sleep did you get during the hackathon?
I slept a lot. This guy didn't sleep.
Okay, then let's see your presentation. Good luck. We will play your presentation and we will have a presenter there. Just a minute. Oh, there. Okay. And I'm going to give you a microphone too.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we have shown the problem that we have articulated, we have a lot of websites right now for this, but there is no one that who can figure it out and make it user friendly. So you have seen that this thing, the problem that has arisen is like uncertain, and no one was ready for this, like Corona. So the government have developed the website, but they are like overburdened with the information. So like they cannot figure it out where to start, because the people that who are coming from the war zone, so it's difficult to get the proper food, shelter, and clothing, and other necessary things for the to stand and to sustain their life, because they are emotionally, mentally broken. Even if I talk about our mission and our objective, our mission is to stand for the humanity, because it's all about all the motivations and all the objectives. And in this thing that we are just want to figure it out, the problems that the people that who are coming from the war zone, they need the food. So even in Hungary, if I talk about the statistics, 2 million ton food wastage every year. So it's a huge amount. We can channelize them. But the main problem is that when people hear about the problem, that there is some issue, they just run to the situation without knowing them what's the need, and in what amount we need, and how many people are coming. So that's the problem. Suppose that you went there and you find that there are a lot of people and you didn't went with the proper solution. So our website, our web application will help you to know the exact amount of the food and that we need at that time, because the people, the user that who are coming to us, they will let us know that we need this amount of food, and we can channelize at the right place at the right time to the right person. So that's the thing that we are trying to bridge it up. And the next thing is the clothing. Oh, I'm sorry. So this is the accommodation form. So this is the form that we have made for the people that who can accommodate the people, like from where they can give the accommodation, from which date and till time, and the address. So this thing will be posted here, right? So people can see, they don't have to scroll the Facebook for a long time and chatting with the people in the comment sections, like we need that, so it's a bit difficult. So this thing will solve the problem. When the first accommodation will be taken, so it will disappear from the website, right? So it's quite handy in perspective of the user. Second is the donation. Like people are busy in their work even in this time, so they don't have time and they feel a little bit lazy to donate. They don't know the exact location. So we have arranged this problem that what they want, what they can donate. They can donate the food, clothes, and the toiletries, and we will and the pickup time when they are available, so that the volunteer can go there and pick up the stuff. And we have they gave the address, and this will help us to manage the problem in a very effective way. So this is the donation that we got. So we will post on the website. And the thing is that, so when the people wants this stuff, we have put that was not enough. We have put the details on the website, so it will shows when the people wants to take it, they can just pick it up. The volunteer will go to their place and pick the stuff from there, and leave it at the right place. The main motto to develop this website is not only for the war zone, because as you know that the uncertainties are in the world, that we have the natural disaster, we have the tsunamis, we have the hurricanes. So at that time, the government feels like unable to solve the problem. So this is the ready solution that we can implement anytime. So and for the sake of unity, because every company wants to work for the humanity, because there is no only one, there is no objective for the profit. So we can work on that. Thank you.
Thank you. I think it would be really great to have a platform like this. Did you think about how big stuff would you need to do this? Because you are like 4-person in your team, but I think that definitely you would need more people to do. Someone come out and answer, please.
So actually, we started implementing the idea using Flask framework, and like we didn't have it like a complete idea. So actually we cannot deploy it now. We need first to complete it. So we may need like a supervisor in this field, as well as like we will need first to test as well the application before deployment. So yeah, actually we need technical support.
And how much time would you need for it? What do you think?
I think that can be agreed with the supervisor, but I guess maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks will be enough, more than enough. Yeah.
Is there any supervisor who wants to help the team to finish their project? No. Okay. Thank you. Is there anyone who has some question to them? Okay, come.
Okay, this is just a simple question. This looks like a very good solution to a current problem. My only question is this an app that's going to be open for volunteers from anywhere? The reason I ask this is because I imagine, for a situation like this, these are people that are coming out of war. It's a vulnerable situation for them. They can easily be taken advantage of. So say, someone who might have ulterior motives, signs up for this. Is there a way that if someone can be reported or something like this, like a proper database, and so that people can be contacted, tracked, or in these kinds of situations? That's just what I want to ask.
So you mean that if we have a database of the volunteers that actually we have already the database for volunteers and for the donors and for the users who are refugees, so they can access the accommodations available and the food or clothing or what medications. So we have a database of volunteers where we can contact them. And how we can get the volunteers, I guess it will not be a big problem because we have already charities and a lot of people are registered with these charities. So once we can tell all these charities to help us in this platform, so we will have only one platform which will make the process easier, and volunteers will have one source to go to and check if they can how they can help.
And one more thing that it doesn't if you don't want to go for the individual can also register. I have the 5 hours they are idle. I'm not doing anything, so I can register. I can be available from this time to this time. I can go and help them. So it's not disturbing my schedule, and I'm also doing the. I'm also contributing in context of my time, because it doesn't matter that how much efforts you are paying. It should be you should be clear that why you are doing for the sake of unity. Then it's good. Any more questions? Actually, we have more ideas for that. Actually, my idea was in a broader perspective. I just want to add something to the website, the people that even there are a lot of 400 million people in Ukraine, and it's statistics 6.5 million are about to move. So this crisis is not ended yet, and the governments are still struggling. They are also opened the immigration sections, so the people don't find the relevant information. They can see in the news, and it's when you open the government website, it's a lot of text, and people feel hesitate. So our motto is to refer to the right information to them by putting in a very interactive manner. That was the extended one, and a lot more, so we can work on that.
Good luck with them. Okay. Thanks. And let's move on to the 5th team of the finalists, which will be the team of the healthcare topic winner, which was for Jensen challenge. So let's welcome to the stage, after your video, the Bright Mind team. So let's see their video, and then you can come here.
Clinical depression is on the rise to be the illness of the 21st century. You may even have it without you knowing. Team Brightmind focuses on solving this problem. Most of the undiagnosed patients will go to their GPs first with somatic symptoms of depression, such as lack of energy, sleeping problems, and frequent pain. We have created an easy solution to help the already overwhelmed doctors. It all starts with a QR code in the GP's waiting room. Scanning the QR code leads to a quick and easy to understand PHQ-9 questionnaire. Anyone can try it, there is no need for registration. The test takes like 2 minutes and the results are simple and understandable. If the results suggest medium or severe depression, the webpage will present you the nearest psychiatrists in your area. Also, you will have a chance to register to our app for a wide variety of features regarding the handling of depression. Some of the very useful features include, but not limited to, the mood diary, my own safety, option to quickly create reports of your progress, frequent positive feedback to keep the patient in the treatment. In conclusion, the idea of Team Brightmind offers not just an app, a patient journey. With only a QR code and this app, a lot more patients will become self-aware about their medical condition regarding depression. They can reach professional help much easier. The reports created by the app can be really helpful to doctors, making the patient-doctor communication way better. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for your presentation, and come out to the stage and please do your live pitch. But first of all, I would like to ask one thing from you. Why did you choose this challenge or this topic?
We choose this topic because we really wanted, when we saw the topic descriptions or this specific description, we immediately thought that we would really like to help these people. I strongly advocated it because I have a friend who had this depression undiagnosed for about 2 years, and it was really bugging him. So this is why we wanted to do this challenge. Okay, thank you very much. Hi everyone. So we as Brightmind wanted to show you our demo. I believe you have got some QR codes. Thank you very much. Some QR codes which you can scan. You can actually try out our demo if you want. It's not mandatory, only if you are curious. So our main problems are listed there. I really don't want to go into detail right there because I want to talk to you more about our app, our solutions. But mainly it's the many undiagnosed patients who are our main focus. Just imagine that you have some somatic symptoms like headaches or lack of sleep, and you really don't know what's happening to you. You might be depressed, but you are not thinking about that. You just go to your GP, who also wouldn't have wouldn't have depression as the first idea. So the GPs get overwhelmed with this when all the undiagnosed depressed people are going to them. And yeah, so our solutions, basically we created a really accessible QR code which can be easily spread in the GP's office really well, and
it's a really good solution. It stands out in that way. You don't have to register. You don't have to commit yourself to anything. It's really just you take this 9-step questionnaire, and it will nudge you to the right direction. It will tell you if you need medical help or not. This solution helps the patient journey as well, because you really don't need your general practitioner to diagnose you with this. You don't need a referral to get to seek professional help. So this could ease the burden on the general practitioners really well. And also, keeping the patients in this treatment is really hard, because starting to combat depression is moderately easier than staying in the treatment. So our app we created in our app a wide variety of features that can help you stay focused and stay in the treatment. So some of our main ideas for features. Our main idea is the mood diary. You really have mood diaries, a lot of them in the App Store. You can download it, but what this diary stands out with is you don't just track your daily mood. You can track your appointments. You can track your medications, like when did I start taking my meds, and when did I stop these. So it's an all-in-one app, really. The other one is an education one. It's really not a mandatory one. It's just you can have this education if you really want. You want to know more about depression, you can have this. And for the other features.
Yeah, there would be an educational bracket, also safety net. That would be like a professional one for some useful tools, and also a personal one that helps you especially. And also you can add your guardian angels, the ones you should contact in case of need. Also preparing for visit, something you should do before control, and also a suicide hotline if you need.
Okay, so we will finish this because our time is up. If any questions occur, we would like to, we are happy to answer that. It's a good question. If I understand it correctly, this QR code, this simple questionnaire, is really just a questionnaire that can nudge you in the right direction if some symptoms of depression appear on your questionnaire, on your test results. It just tells you that you should seek medical help. And actually, one of the other features of our app, if the severity of this depression is higher, then the nearest psychiatrists will appear on you, because this is a web page, the questionnaire. It shows you the nearest psychiatrists to your location. Actually, you know that wrong because we have talked to our mentors and they told us that you don't need a referral from a general practitioner to seek professional help for your depression. And also this tracking appointments point, it's really just if you have an appointment, you can note it down there basically as notes. It doesn't create appointments because integrating it with the Hungarian medical system is a really hard work which we cannot do 4 of us in 48 hours.
When was the last time you checked the expiry date of the painkiller you take on a regular basis? Do you even know that pharmaceuticals also have an expiry date? Many people don't know that expired pharmaceuticals are classified as hazardous waste. Therefore, you must only dispose of them in designated points like pharmacies. If you throw your expired aspirin into a regular waste bin, it will not be treated properly and will contribute to soil and water pollution by infiltrating the underground water supplies and poisoning the natural habitat of plants and animals. But have you considered that these pills you just threw away could have come in handy for those in need a few months back? Let's rewind and see what we could have done differently. Our innovative solution not only helps to prevent environmental pollution, but also aids Ukrainian refugees and other people in need. We plan to launch an informative marketing campaign to raise awareness about the correct disposal of expired pharmaceuticals and to encourage people to donate their painkillers, antipyretics, antiemetics, vitamins, formulas, etc. that still have 1 to 2 months of shelf life. Our goal is to develop a database and a system of collection points where people can donate their surplus of medicine with a close expiry date. Healthcare providers, like general practitioners and pharmacists, social workers, could access this database and also place general pharmaceutical requests for over-the-counter drugs. This way, the most vulnerable groups of society could have access to indispensable medicine, and we could also highlight the importance of environmentally conscious behavior. Our social media campaign targets all age groups on multiple platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We hope that our idea can have a real impact on people's lives and our planet as well. Reduce, reuse, recycle, repharma.
Okay, there. Come. All of you will do the presentation? Okay. Just, okay. Do some cheerleading moves or, okay. Slides, yes. And good luck.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy, and it's such an honor to be a community winner. I'm really happy that our message reached so many of you. One of our main goals was to raise awareness to this aspect, and I feel that we already achieved a fraction of this. So a big thank you to our organizers as well for providing a platform for us. When coming up with an idea, we wanted to incorporate 2 burning problems of modern world, environmental protection and social injustice, and I feel that we achieved in our product. When we encounter the concept of expiration, we usually think about foods and maybe drinks. When a food goes bad, it usually changes texture or taste, it starts to smell bad, or it starts to develop some rot or mold. The problem with pharmaceuticals is that nothing changes in the physical aspect of them when they go wrong. So it seems like the usual small white pill that you usually take for your headache. And if you don't check the box of your medicine, you won't notice that it has gone wrong and that it has expired. Even when people do pay attention to the expiry date on the box, they usually place expired medicine into regular waste bins where they should not be placed because they should be treated as hazardous waste. If we could catch these pharmaceuticals a few months before their expiration date and register them into a database, we would be able to build a redistribution network. And we would be able to take these pharmaceuticals with 1 to 3 months of shelf life to people in need of over-the-counter drugs and formulas, etc. Our plan consists of, on one hand, an extensive marketing campaign highlighting the health risks of taking expired medicine and also the environmental risks of placing expired medicine into a regular waste bin. And we hope that as a result of our campaign, people would sort through their medicine stored at home. And they would take the medicine with a few months of shelf life to our collection points, where we would be able to register and store them. We would also like to build an extensive network of general practitioners, pharmacists, social workers, and other healthcare providers who work with vulnerable groups of society on a regular basis. This way, these healthcare providers would be responsible to redistribute our collected pharmaceuticals to people who otherwise would not have the financial background to purchase these medicine. On the long run, we plan to incorporate prescription drugs also, and a system where general practitioners and other healthcare professionals could place requests for certain types of drugs. For example, a GP in a small village could place a request that many of his or her patients would need a painkiller, but they are not able to purchase it, and if maybe we have some surplus in our system. And we also plan to link this whole thing to the Hungarian healthcare information system called EST. And maybe in a later stage automate the requests. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for the opportunity, and we are open for questions.
There is a question. I'm going to bring you the microphone.
So congratulations for the presentation, guys. My first and only question is, have you checked the legal regulation, if it's all possible or not? Because during the pharma distribution chain, there are strict regulation at each point to ensure that the safety, ensure that the drug will not be touched by anyone else. It will keep under the temperature what is necessary, etc. And when you buy the drug, for example, and over the counter at the pharmacy, then this distribution chain already stopped, and you need to take the medicine, store at home as it's recommended, but no one else will take the, sorry, I forget the word, the responsibility to ensure that it's safe afterwards. So I'm afraid that it's not possible to redistribute the medicine which was bought already by someone.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your question. We hope to collaborate with non-governmental organizations that already have a distribution chain and maybe see if they can receive close expiry date pharmaceuticals as donations. But I understand your concern, and it is valid, and we will look into it for sure.
But I really like the first part, when you try to collect in a safe way those medicines which are already expired, because it's a big problem that those, are just simply put in the trash. That's really risky. Basically, I think the pharmacies are responsible for collecting those expired medicine, and probably they would be really happy to see your campaign and application. So the first part is, I think, a really valid one.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Is there any question in the audience? Okay, I'm gonna check the hop-in.
Okay.
I think that we don't have additional questions, so thank you for the presentation. Good luck, and I'm just gonna close this part of the event. And as I see, it's 4:10, and as I mentioned, that we will give you like 15 minutes to make your votes for the project that you thought was the best. So you will find the finalists on the Junction app in the finalist part of the platform. And the partners, mentors, jury members will get a Google form where they can indicate their votes. So you will have 15 minutes, which means that we will close the voting process at 4:25. And then we will just summarize the votes. We will ask you for like 10 minutes, and then we will be back here. So those who are following us online, please don't go anywhere, because we will be back in like 25 minutes, and then announce the grand winner of the event, and also give over the prizes to the topic winners too. So thanks for the patience until then, and see you back in a few minutes, I think in 25 minutes, yes. Okay, so welcome again, everyone. We have the results, but before we tell you who is the absolute winner of the event, I'm gonna just do a short recap about the weekend, and I'm gonna find the presenter because I cannot find that. Never mind. So, first of all, I would like to ask again. You take that? Oh, okay. So I would like to thanks again to our wonderful partners. We had 3 topic partners here, EPAM, who also provided the venue. So thanks again to them for having us here. And we also had Jensen and the Formlabs team. Unfortunately, a lot of them got sick, and one of them is abroad, so they couldn't be here today. But thanks to them too, because I think that you guys got great merches from them. You know the animals that was just printed out, and also Jensen to provide. I think a really exciting and important description and challenge to the teams. And we also had some other additional partners like Red Bull for the energy drinks, Subway and Pizza Forte for the food, Apenta for drinks, and Starbucks for the coffee. So thanks to them too. And just a few numbers that you already know that more than 300 competitors registered for the event. For the start, 75 teams started to work on a project, but only 51 projects had been submitted for the 3 topics. So I think it's a really good number, and it's nice to see that you are this excited to solve problems like depression and also to support Ukrainian situations. So it was nice to have you here. And you already know that we had 3 topic winners, and now is the time to hand over the prizes to these winners. So first of all, I would like to ask Etelka from Jensen to hand over the Jensen prize to the team, Bright Mind. And please stay, guys, for a photo because we are making some group photo with you. Thank you. Now we will hand over the prize for the Body and Mind topic winner, who was provided by EPAM, and Danilo from EPAM will hand over this prize to the Kiev support team. Okay, thanks. And we also have a winner for the health innovation topic, but this team competed online, so I'm just going to show them, and we also send you the money, so don't be afraid, you will get that. And if you come to Hungary, then you can just come visit us in the Craft Hub office, and we will hand you over this prize as well. So congratulations to these 3 teams. And let's see who was voted as the absolute winner and grand winner of the event, and who will take home the Form 3 Plus 3D printer. And for this, I would like to ask Medea, who is the owner of Craft Hub, to hand over the prize to the winner team.
And the winner team is the Kyiv support team. Congratulations!
Okay. And before everyone go away, I would like to ask you to follow us on several social media platforms, because we are preparing some other hackathons in this year and other exciting programs like conferences, workshops. So feel free to follow us and get information about our future events. And thanks for everyone being here with us online or on site. I think it was a really intense weekend, but all of you came up with really good solutions. So if you haven't won this time, don't be sad, because I think that we will have another hackathon soon, and you can come to that also with your great ideas. So thanks for being here with us. And that's it, actually. And before everyone just leave the place, I would like to ask you to come here to the stage, and let's make a big group photo together, because we always miss that. And it's really nice to finally have a hybrid or offline event. So please come here and let's do a picture together too. And thanks for the online participants. Bye.